Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
None are better than this one, the best quarterback in the world.
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Common and Chev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Common and Chef here with Alex Tellez, ready for an awesome 3 p.m. show. The theme of the 3 p.m. show right now, for me at least, headliner ratios. We have 7 headliners in 9 boxes in the black and blue half and half, and 7 headliners in 10 vault boxes. So those two to me are no-brainers, right? We have 4 speed flexes left in the black and blue half and half. Brian Urlacher, Baker Mayfield, Justin Jefferson, Russell Wilson. And then we have a Josh Allen speed flex left in the final 10 vaults. All the headliners but 1 left in the diamonds. Most of the headliners out there in basketball, the minis as well. A lot of good stuff on that break page, Alex. I can't wait to get started. How are you doing this Wednesday afternoon?
Doing good. I see Jacom getting into the breaks. Good old Johnny Gags getting into the
John
breaks.
Gagliano, what's up, Johnny
What is
Gags? Mike Lepre as well.
Yeah.
We got some longtime customers that have not played in a long time that are back today.
I like to see it.
I mean, look, man, things happen in life. Sometimes you need a break, but you can only stay away from the break page for too long. The memorabilia is awesome. The fun, the laughs. It's what makes this place a special place. So let's get started with the dice roller and also our chase wheel spin. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and make the vault and the half and half the wheel spins.
I like that.
Those 2 breaks are terrific. Now we'll take all the folks in the vault and half, put them in 1 mega wheel spin. And how about this, Alex? If they close, I'll make it a double wheel spin if both series close. You got to get both closed up, though, to earn that double spin.
There we go.
So that's 10 vault boxes, 9 half and half, 19 boxes. If they all go the show, the wheel spin will be double.
I think the vault key should be E, not B.
Is it E?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, it'll be 1 vault key left. It's $100 on that vault. So let's see what our dice roll is going to be here for the 3 p.m. show. 3 and a 3. How about that? It was 12 earlier, 2 6s.
There we go.
Now we got 2 3s, 6 on our dice roll for the 3 p.m. show.
One more double up and you're going to jail.
That's true. I could be in Big trouble.
Yeah.
Big trouble. Earlier, it was the Knicks game that was going to ruin my wedding. These $52,000 tickets I
Yep.
was going to buy.
Yep.
Now I'm going to jail. Honey, you're in trouble. Wedding is off. So let's do this tour of the break page. Memorial Day series, by the way. This is the last day available. Memorial Day is going back into inventory at the end of the 6 p.m. show tonight. So in other words, if you want Memorial Day, if you want this series, you better get your spots now.
Oh, yeah.
So still got the Jamar Chase Speed Flex with the Triple Crown inscription. Most receiving yards, catches, and yards this last season. And then, of course, the Derrick Henry camo with that beautiful visor. Led all running backs in rushing touchdowns and second in rushing yards. Tied for the most rushing touchdowns, Derrick Henry, with James Cook and Jahmyr Gibbs. Antonio Gates, secondary headliner. The best Charger tight end of all time. Well, maybe actually Kellen Winslow. But top 5 tight end of all time, Antonio Gates in the final 7 boxes as a secondary headliner in that one. Diamonds I mentioned earlier, all the headliners left except for Terrell Davis, the lone headliner off the board. Massive names, a lot of unique specialty level helmets. For example, Alex, we have the Kurt Warner AMP helmet still available. The 2-time league MVP, the Bo Nix Speed Flex with the orange visor, super clean. We got the 24 NFL MVP, Josh Allen, on that Slate Speed Flex. One of the most expensive autos in the game, JA17. The record-breaking running back, Saquon Barkley, still available on that clean eagle lid. The best lefty quarterback, Steve Young. 6 passing touchdowns in a Super Bowl game. That record may never get touched again. Justin Jefferson, I absolutely love the Winter Warrior helmets. They're just such a clean and fresh look on that Jettas. How about these chromes in here? Baker Mayfield chrome, again, the most expensive Speed Flex in the game, the chrome. These could go for $1,500. Could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more, but get them for less than $100 in that diamond single. The Baker Mayfield chrome, the Pro Bowl quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the game. And then Derrick Henry, the second best running back in the league. And let's be honest, consistently with the injuries to Saquon, to CMC, we're looking at Derrick Henry. He has been the best running back of this generation the last 10 years. There has not been a better running back than Derrick Henry. And I don't even think it's particularly close, to be honest, Alex. Just in terms of sheer overall success. I know Saquon, a little bit younger. He's had some really good years. But, you got to be available. And the cumulative stats last 10 years, Derrick Henry's the best on a Speed Flex I've never seen before. That is very, very clean for King Derrick Henry.
2 to go on that half and half, guys.
Let's go. 2 to go on that one. Let's not bury the lead. The half and half in the vault, which I mentioned off the top, are the 2 to chase this show. 10 boxes left in the vault. 7 headliners, man. Plus a vault key with the bonus gift card. That includes probably the most expensive helmet in the break room. Probably the best helmet in the break room. Josh Allen Speed Flex. We do have a quad up in this. And keep this in mind, guys. The quad would have a 40% chance that Josh Allen is in that quad. The red and white Speed Flex. Such an awesome, awesome quarterback, Josh Allen. Other big names in here include Kurt Warner on the beautiful AMP helmet. The 2-time league MVP, most playoff passing yards per game ever. I love that Rams AMP. Looks super duper clean. Bo Nix again on that beautiful slate. One of the best young quarterbacks in the league. If you don't want the specialty Speed Flex, sometimes people just want the standard helmet. The Ravens standard, one of the best standard lids with that red eye. Derrick Henry with that gold ink. Such an iconic football player. A lot of Derrick Henry in the break room. I'll put it this way, Alex. He is the only guy that has a chance to break Emmitt Smith's rushing records.
Yes.
He will most likely finish second all-time in rushing yards. But if you finish second all-time, that autograph value goes up, Derrick Henry. We have Russell Wilson. Actually, I'm looking at the half and half, excuse me. George Kittle is still left in this series on that slate. And then 2 secondary headliners, Terrell Suggs, James Cook, which, by the way, T-Sizzle pairs with Derrick Henry. James Cook pairs with Josh Allen. If the Josh Allen helmet alone isn't already, close to $2,000, you attack the Chrome Speed Flex, you add on a James Cook, you're looking at north of $2,000 in value for less than $200 in the Vault Double, Alex. Talk about highway robbery in that Vault Double. Practice squad, down to the last 15 boxes, 3 photoed headliners, Eli Manning on that clean auto on the mini, Edgerrin James authentic, Aiden Hutchinson rave. We got Sterling Sharp and Garrett Wilson secondary headliners here, making it a 5-14 chance at a headliner in the practice squad. Basketball, we have 11 headliners in the final 19 boxes. Couple secondary, Tyler Hero, Tony Parker. Talk about some good sixth men. And how about the first men on most of these teams? We have, let's see, Malone, Dirk, Shaq, KG, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, James Harden. 6 NBA MVPs left in this series. Not to mention a Finals MVP in Paul Pierce and an All-Star Game MVP, Damian Lillard. So actually, every single headliner in this series has won some sort of MVP, whether that be League MVP, Finals MVP, All-Star MVP, or in some cases, these guys have won multiple of those. Like I believe Shaq has a All-Star, League, and Finals MVP to his resume. So yeah, some of the best basketball players of all time in Beyond the Arc. The half and a half is 3 spots to go in the double box break. The closest break right now, part of the automatic wheel spin. We have 7 and 9 chance at a headliner, 6 and 9 at a photoed headliner, 4 and 9 speed flexes that we know of. Brian Urlacher speed flex,
Like that.
one of the best linebackers ever. You can take that Urlacher speed flex for 1 spot in that double. You get the NFC North. You also get the Justin Jefferson on the Chrome Flex with the yellow face mask, yellow visor, hit that gritty Jay Jettas. That is absolutely stunning on Jefferson. Arguably the best receiver in the league. One of the most well-known players, which makes him one of the most expensive receiver autographs in the business, Jay Jettas. Now, we have a double-up option in the NFC West. Russell Wilson will likely pair with Eric Dickerson, unless that's a Colt. I guess we got to find out, Alex.
Yeah.
But beautiful, beautiful Russell Wilson Seahawk Lunar Flex with the green ink. And we do still have the Bake Show, Baker Mayfield on this clean rip speed flex. Derrick Henry, Darrelle Revis on Authentics. 9 boxes left, 6 photoed headliners, 7 and 9 counting Dickerson. That half and a half is absolutely loaded, guys. 3 spots to go in that basketball single. Jersey break is down to actually just 4 boxes left. That Jamar Chase jersey, if Jefferson's the best receiver in the league, Chase is a close second on that beautiful jersey. A case can be made for Chase, too. It's tough to argue against the Triple Crown, Alex. I say there's no wrong answers as to who the best receiver is, Chase or Jay Jettas. No wrong answers. Javon Curse, secondary headliner, still left as well. 2 and 4 chance counting the Javon Curse. And then lastly, 5 to go in the mini helmets. We have 9 headliners left in the final 19 minis. It is almost a 50% chance at a headliner in the minis. These are ratios that you absolutely cannot be upset with in this series. A lot of great stuff to get after here in the minis. That includes Joe Montana on that flat white, the 4-time Super Bowl champion quarterback. You get the NFC West, get Montana with Kurt Warner, and a very nice double-up option. We still got the Troy Polamalu and Jamar Chase double-up in the AFC North. Got Roger Staubach, the Cowboy legend, still lurking. Luke Kuechly, the Panther linebacker. Jordy Nelson on that clean Packer flash. And then how about a couple of secondary headliners? Earl Campbell, Michael Vick, 9 and 19 chance in those minis. We do have the mystery box tab open, guys. Purchase the minis and the jerseys as personals. The rep helmets, which are loaded. We have 9 photoed headliners in the final 22 boxes. Bo Jackson, Kurt Warner, that clean J.J. Watt camo, Warren Moon, A.J. Green, Patrick Willis, and then the Williams crew, Ricky Jameson and Kyron Williams, all left in those rep helmets. We also have our headliner package, $1849.99. You get one mini, one jersey, one rep, one authentic, 4 headliner names for less than $18.50. An awesome package for new customers who want to experience all that we have to offer in this break room as far as all 4 of those items. So guys, you let me know what you want to rock and roll with, but I think, Alex, it is almost a shoo-in that black and blue is going to be first. 2 spots to go in that double. Let me drop that link in here. I got a question for you. Which black and blue Speed Flex do you like better? The Baker Mayfield, the ripped Speed Flex, or is it the Jetta's Chrome?
So I got Tanya on YouTube. She wants to pull the Harden in the basketball, but Scott Deans wants to see the Jettas in the black and blue.
Which makes sense.
I'm going to roll with the Baker Mayfield.
The Baker Mayfield,
the big show. I am more of a custom guy than a chrome guy.
Are you? Okay, so
I like the customs.
I'm kind of split between those two. I put hydros in the back. I like the custom rips and the chromes the most. So I guess we'll go different. I'll go Jay Jettas. Can't go wrong with either in this series, though. And both could be coming up in the next double, by the way.
We are 1 to go.
1 to go. So get that done, guys. Maybe get this series out of the room. This show would be awesome. So Tyna's saying, let's pull a Harden common. Let's do it. And Scott saying, hey, yo, let's see that Jay Jettas. So pretty sure we can make both of those things happen.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the Jettas one. I mean, because there's only 9 boxes left. If he doesn't go in this one, pretty sure he'll be going in the next break, Justin Jefferson. That seems like a very, very plausible thing to happen with the Jettas.
Who wants to close their magic?
Yeah, who wants that last spot? The basketball's going to go, too.
Yeah.
2 spots to go. Just that one, there is 19 left, so I can't guarantee the Harden, but I can almost guarantee a headliner because it's an 11 and 19 chance, Alex. The black and blue half and half, though, 7 and 9 chance at a headliner. So who's going to get the closer spot? Wilson is still out there, Todd Palma. So Todd is a huge Seahawk fan. 9 boxes left. The Russell Wilson Speed Flex is still left on the Seahawks, Alex. I think that's one guy in today's game that I think a lot of people have forgotten just how great Russell Wilson was. And I don't use that term lightly because he was a great quarterback, Russell Wilson. He's definitely, in my opinion, a top 20 quarterback to ever play the game. He's got 10 Pro Bowls. He's got a ring. He's one of the best ever in passer rating. Dual threat guy. Russell Wilson is an awesome quarterback, and you want him on that Seahawk lid, obviously, right?
Yeah, future Hall of Famer. Scott Deans closing it up.
Thank you, Scott. Black and blue double was closed. Black and blue double number 9. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. 2 box numbers in the B&B.
You guys will be in the wheel spin as well.
Yep, that's correct. Black and blue and vault are the wheel spin. All the breaks that are in either series go to that wheel spin. And it'll be a ×2 wheel spin if we close both series, Alex. How about that?
We can easily do that.
That is very, very doable. A little bit of extra incentive for our wonderful customers. So, B&B coming up. Scott Dean, Stephen Lenhard, John Gagliano.
Love it.
Back in the break room. Johnny Gags in the house. James Hoy, ahoy mate. John Takamura. And then Scott Deans with the closer spot. So who's got a couple box numbers here? Box numbers for the B&B. I do have the YouTube pulled up, which has been in and out on Restream chat, but I do have YouTube pulled up on the side as well. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds on those 2 numbers. Otherwise, we're going to go to the wheel. And actually, with only 9 left, I'm going to put all these on my picker wheel, Alex.
Here we go.
Let's do that. So we have 1, 4, 6. You can read them if you want. That'd be easier.
6, 15, 16, 22, 25, 29, 30.
All right, so there you go. So not seeing app. Here we go. Numbers 25 and 29 from Scott Deans. Thank you, Scott.
It was on YouTube.
It is on YouTube. So the YouTube chat works fine, except for whatever reason, it's not showing up on the Restream chat. But I do see it on YouTube, and 25 and 29 are valid. Whoop, whoop, cheers, peeps. Let's get it, says Jacom. That's right, John Gomez. I see. Which break did John get into? He's in a break, I believe. John Gomez, Jacom?
I believe the minis.
The minis.
Joe Montana.
Makes sense. Niner fan wants Joe Montana. Well, that adds up, Alex. That definitely adds up. So good luck, guys. I'm going to call this the common name break. We got a Scott, a Steven, a John, a James, and then John and Scott again.
Oh, nice.
So a lot of very, very popular names here in this break. Also a lot of popular customers, guys that spend a lot of cash money here in the break room. All right, guys, we're going 6 times on the way here for our spots. NFC North is a hot spot, obviously, with the Jettas and the Urlacher. That's a very, very good spot to get. Maybe the NFC South for the Big Show, and maybe the NFC West for Russell Wilson on a Seahawks speed flex. So 6 clicks. John Takamura looking to be King of the North. Scott Deans looking for a Big Show in the NFC South. Johnny Gags, Giants fan, has the NFC East. James Hoy hoping for the Russell Wilson speed flex in the NFC West. Scott is the AFC North and South. And then Steven Lenhart, AFC East and AFC West in the B&B, the half and half, black and blue. Good luck, folks. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun here in the break room. All right, first of two boxes coming up. Oh boy, oh boy. I think I know what I see, and I am loving what I see, Alex. We got the sick Chrome Speed Flex, Justin Jefferson.
Dang.
Jay Jetta's in the house. John Takamura, 1 spot in that double. All he needed for a Jefferson Speed Flex, and this is worth well over $1,000, maybe even north of $1,500 to the right buyer. Number 1 all-time in receiving yards per game, multi-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro. Simply put, the best dang receiver in the NFL. It's in the black and blue only because of a teeny tiny smudge on the top. Otherwise, a very, very clean lid. That-a-boy, John, you got the Jettas.
Oh, yeah, that's a PC hit right there.
Beckett QR code as well. The purple chrome, my favorite. Purple and yellow just go well together. That-a-boy, John Takamura. Justin Jefferson.
Pair it with their locker.
Looking for 2 flexes.
Might do it.
With that 1 spot.
And even if we pull another flex, there's still 2 available, guys, in 7 boxes.
Yes, there's going to be a flex left no matter what, which means that you guys should get in the next break no matter what, right? Justin Jefferson on that clean Minnesota Viking speed flex.
I guess we don't know if there's any filler flexes left. I don't know if we've been keeping track.
To be honest with you, I meant to look to ask our production team between shows, and I totally forgot, Alex. So we'll find out. There could be filler flexes left. That is entirely possible. I know we pulled the James Cook filler flex. So that was a good one. What do we got here? Oh, man. How about that? How's this for a break? Mr. Takamura. It is Brian Urlacher.
Oh, he did it.
The beautiful Deep Boy and Hall of Fame inscription. The NFC North double up. Jefferson, Urlacher, just like that. John Takamura.
He did the thing.
All right, he did that thing. Beautiful flex. This one, I don't even know, Alex. This one looks pretty good for me.
I think I could see it right there.
Oh, Alex has this fine-tooth comb out. So just
very minor.
Teeny little scratch on the back. But Urlacher, a guy ahead of his time. The speed, the power, the perfect linebacker. Nowadays, a lot of linebackers are built with speed. Back in his era, he was one of the few guys that could shut down a tight end, shut down a running back in the open field, even occasionally shut down a wide receiver. That's how talented Urlacher was. Incredible speed flex. Bears legend right there. Christopher James already interested in trading for Urlacher. Putting that offer out there ready for John Nicelid, Brian Urlacher. And we talk about the double box breaks, the double up opportunities. I feel like a lot of times people sleep on that. They don't realize they can get a double up. Well, case in point, John Takamura, you got yourself a double up and a very good one here with the Urlacher and the Jefferson. Now, still only got 7 boxes left now. We still have the Mayfield flex, the Russell Wilson flex, a Darrelle Revis authentic. We have a Derrick Henry authentic, plus an Eric Dickerson secondary headliner.
I believe there's one filler flex.
One filler flex is what you were told, Alex? So there should be one more filler flex, according to our own Alex Tellez here.
So what is it? 5 headliners, 7 boxes, 1 filler flex.
So 3 flexes total.
3 flexes total. Really only 1 random authentic we don't know.
Yes.
We don't know what the flex is, but we know it's a flex.
So guys, the options are kind of no-brainer in that black and blue half and half. Definitely feel like we should run it back. It is active. Come and get it, folks. Come and get it. So, hey, you did a good job calling boxes for others, Scott Deans. He says, congrats, I won't call boxes anymore. LOL. Well, I will say this,
right
Scott.
boxes, wrong spot.
Now, Scott is not a guy that usually buys out the whole break. But if you're ever going to do it for the first time, because he buys 7 out of 8, 6 out of 8, maybe you buy out the break because you're so good at calling boxes, and then you get the headliners coming your way, right? Could be the move. Could be the move here for Scotty Deans. So, guys, what's the next move in the break room? What are you guys thinking next? I definitely still think, Alex, we should run this back. That beautiful Baker Mayfield is terrific. Still got the Russell Wilson, which, I'll be honest, guys, we don't get Russell Wilson all that often in the break room, especially on Seahawks stuff. Could be a rare opportunity for a Russell Wilson Seahawks speed flex. I would definitely get in here. I would definitely get in. So keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. So beautiful, beautiful speed flex. Danger Russell Wilson. And then I definitely think the Baker Mayfield is very, very clean. Very, very clean Baker Mayfield speed flex. That's very, very nice. Come and get that bake show. So those 2 are still lurking. And let's not forget the vault. The vault has 10 boxes left. We have the Josh Allen Chrome Speed Flex. This to me is a no-brainer JA17 here in the break room. Want to see Justin Jefferson here at Ultimate Autographs. So you guys let me know. Now let me know what you're thinking here in the break room. What do you guys think? Customers choose what we rock and roll with. Whatever you guys want, we are more than happy to do it. More than happy to do it so we can knock out these breaks. The Josh Allen Flex. Definitely top dog in the break room right now. Basketball break is coming up, though. Basketball break is coming up. 2 spots to go in the basketball break. A jersey break is coming up as well. 4 spots to go, plus a mini double, 5 to go. So what are we thinking? Got 38 people watching right now.
20.
So that's a lot of eyeballs with a lot of speed flexes in the room. We know of 3 in the black and blue half and half. By the way, the diamonds, if you want speed flexes.
7 to go in the double.
Diamonds, speed flexes. Bo Nix, Alex on a speed flex. Steve Young on a speed flex.
All the flexes.
The Josh Allen Slate speed flex. Baker Mayfield Chrome. And the Derrick Henry Chrome. So 5 flexes left in the diamonds. That's one that we're sleeping on a little bit here this afternoon. And yeah, Christopher, inscription on the Urlacher would be the front. It says the NFL Depoy 05 looks like, Alex, right? Yeah. NFL Deep. Actually, yeah, that says NFL Depoy 05. He was Defensive Player of the Year in 2005. And Urlacher made me change one of the most important things for me as a young kid, Alex. My video game. Yeah. Because I always played Madden. I didn't play NFL 2K, but I heard Urlacher was on the cover of 2K, and I rushed to the store and got NFL 2K.
There you go.
So it was just because of Urlacher on that cover. My first ever jersey for football, first ever football jersey, Urlacher Orange Bears jersey was the first one I ever got.
3 spots taken off in the diamond single, 5 to go.
Is that Scott Deans jumping back in?
You know it.
That a boy Scott, diamond single now, 5 to go. So that one should be popping off this show as well, the diamond single. So you guys let us know in the chat. 39 of you guys watching, what do you guys want to break next? What would you guys like to break next? I still want to see the vault, which is still a little bit too open at the moment. I always say about 10 boxes or less left and a big name left, then we are definitely chasing, right? So here's that Josh Allen Chrome Speed Flex. This is very, very clean with that red visor, JA17. So Malaki Frazier says the diamond. Are you in, Malaki? The diamond is 7 to go in the double, and I think it's 5 to go in the single. Who's in that double?
James Hoy.
Is that Malaki Frazier? Because, obviously, I know a lot of people want to watch the breaks too, Alex, but if you want to get in a break, get your spots. The diamond's 5 to go in the single. You get in there, Malaki, put it at 4 to go. That's going. Is that Malaki or Malachi Frazier? Malachi Frazier? Either way, I don't see a Frazier in the diamond break. So got to get your spots. You want to see that diamond break? You buy in right now in that single break, Alex. It is definitely going down. The diamond helmets. So that's one of our best bets at a break. The single 5 to go. This should happen. Usually, Alex, if it's 4 to go or less, halfway there or less, the break happens pretty quickly because everyone believes it's going to happen. So that one is 5 to go. Speaking of halfway there, the jersey's halfway there. That'll go. And then that basketball is only 2 spots to go. $53 for a licensed jersey of an MVP. Take your pick. So many MVPs in the series in the Beyond the Arc basketball. So let's talk about best items in the room. I think it's Josh Allen now.
In the vault.
What's the second best item, though,
I
Alex?
like the Baker in the half and a half.
The Baker in the half and a half? So this is Alex's number 2. I know we share the same number 1 in Josh Allen. I'm going to surprise you with my number 2. My number 2 right now is the Derrick Henry. I love this Derrick Henry. That's my number 2.
The grape.
The grape Chrome Speed Flex. You got me thinking, Alex. You asked me about purple versus green grape, and I think I'm going to buy both and have some both over the weekend.
There you go.
Because I can't decide. Because normally you're like, the green one's more sour, and I normally like sour, but I feel like traditionally growing up, I always had the purple grapes.
Yep.
So I don't know. I know one thing that could buy you a lot of purple and green grapes. You win this purple grape helmet, you got grapes for days, Alex.
Grape for days.
That purple chrome is interesting, says Scott. Yeah, it's captivating, man. Definitely an awesome, awesome lid. King Derrick Henry. I cannot wait to see what he's got in store for us here, too. There was some discussion around NFL circles. Some folks thought he was on the way down. He's going to split carries with the Ravens. That's what a lot of people said. The workload is going to go down for Derrick Henry. The yards will go down. The guy had more than 1,900 rushing yards. And I'll be honest with you, Alex, I think he looked as good as he's ever looked. He looked faster than ever. People say the back end of the career. I say the Tom Brady of running backs. This guy can just keep it going. At ages, guys should not do what they do. The combo of speed and power, Derrick Henry literally unstoppable. So, beautiful Chrome Speed Flex. I've seen a lot of Henry helmets. I've seen a lot of chromes. I've never seen that shade of purple ever in the break room.
Neither have I. It's a good one.
I'm not saying it's a one of one, but if it's not a one of one, it's a one of few on the Derrick Henry. So that's a unique helmet we don't often see in the break room. Thank God they redid his contract, because we were talking about this on the show a few weeks back. He was, before the contract renewal, Alex, the restructure, he was like the 13th highest paid running back in the league. Which is ridiculous, Derrick Henry.
I like the King Henry inscription on there, too.
Yeah, that's nice.
Halfway on that single.
So someone else likes it. Yeah, if you pause the video, you will see the inscription that says King Henry. It's very, very nice. Look at that thing. Oh, man. That is so cool. One of my favorite, football pictures / videos ever in football is Derrick Henry and Mark Ingram next to each other.
There you go.
Both guys Heisman Trophy winners. Both guys running backs with the Ravens. But one guy considerably bigger than the other, Alex. Just a very, very telling picture. Derrick Henry next to Mark Ingram. Just looks like so to me, the most intimidating players right now in North American sports, I think of Derrick Henry and Aaron Judge. You go on the field, you just don't want to face either guy. Obviously, they're amazing at what they do, but they also look super big, super tall, super buff. Just guys you don't want to mess with. Derrick Henry.
Someone did win that Bedazzled Mahomes.
Yes, it was.
I think it was James Hamlin.
I think it was actually Timothy Sievert.
Timothy Sievert?
But James Hamlin does love that You After Dark show. He's a Ricky and Robbie groupie, James Hamlin. That's their guy. So that one did go Scott Deans. It actually went in the You After Dark show the previous Friday, not last Friday, the one before that. 3 to go in that single, by the way. 3 to go in that single in the Diamonds. So there's no You After Dark show this week, or hoping to maybe have it next week. We'll see what happens with the training of our new guy, Alex. He'll be taking on the You After Dark co-host role with Robbie Lopez. He doesn't sleep much. Headliners left in the jerseys, Sears Home Services. We have one headliner left in the jerseys, but there's only 4 boxes. Technically 2 headliners with the secondary Javon Curse. But, I mean, I would argue Ja'Marr Chase is one of the very best headliners, period, in this jersey series. 4 boxes left. I would get that Ja'Marr Chase here in the break room, the open field jerseys. I know we talk about Mahomes and Allen, being the best football rivalry right now with that Josh Allen Chrome Flex still lurking in the vault. But I think it could become one of the best rivalries in all the sports. Jefferson and Chase, to see who the best receiver is going to be in this generation, Alex.
See, but it's not a rivalry because they like each other.
They like each other because they're former teammates, in college, they're friends, but in some ways a competitive rivalry. Like Federer and Nadal, they like each other, but they were fighting for all the glory. Because I know we asked that question a lot. Who's the best receiver? And, the truth is, we don't know yet. That story, that chapter is not closed. Both of those gentlemen have a chance to prove themselves for the next, hopefully, 15 years, Alex, with how young both of those guys are in the receiver spot.
One to go in the Diamond Single.
Diamond Single is coming up, though. 1 spot left. $96 a spot. If you win with $96, you get yourself a Chrome Speed Flex Baker Mayfield, a Chrome Speed Flex Derrick Henry, a Slate Speed Flex with the NFL MVP inscription, Josh Allen. Those 3 helmets in particular, Alex, in the ballpark of $1,500. Could be more as well, could be less depending on where you're going, but in the range of $1,500 in value, give or take, for $96, man. That is what it's all about in the Diamonds. 1 spot, there's not a single break. You win with 1 spot that you don't profit, more than the Diamonds as far as our regular breaks, right?
Yep.
Because you profit 1 spot in a jersey break, you win something worth a few $100. 1 spot in a diamond break, you can win something worth a few $1,000s, Alex.
Yeah.
So that's the bang for your buck, the Diamond Single, in my opinion. Tough to beat that bang for your buck. A lot of modern quarterback stars right now. Allen, Nixon, Mayfield, legendary guys like Warner and Steve Young. And then, like, I can make a case that in this Diamond Series, Alex, we have 4 of the top 10 players in the league right now.
There you go.
Now, Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Very, very good case. That is 40% of the top 10 players in the NFL today, at least at the skill positions. I mean, Jefferson, first or second receiver, Saquon, Derrick Henry, 2 best running backs, Josh Allen, second best quarterback in the league. Where do you put him? Second?
Josh Allen, yeah.
Yeah, second for me as well. So are we sold out there?
Donnie the Hut, the closer.
All right, Donnie, Pizza the Hut, Jabba the Hut. Thank you, Donnie. Diamond single coming up. Diamond single number 1 of this show, at least. I believe it's what?
4.
It is number 4 total.
Yes.
Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. First come, first serve in the Diamonds. Let me know what we're thinking, guys, on the boxy.
And if anyone's ever interested, you could always run a 4-spot double or single. You could pair up, Bo Nix and Steve Young, Saquon Barkley and Josh Allen.
Yeah, let us know if you guys want that. We're open to making the breaks the way you guys want it. We actually did try that 4-spotter last night. Didn't have as much movement, but we had a ton of movement in it last week when we did that, Alex. So open to whatever variety of the break you guys would like. Ronnie and Salako jumped into this break.
Yes.
How about that? Just woke up, I guess, Ronnie, right? Out there on the West Coast, usually about noon or so he gets up every day, Alex. So he's up and ready to get him here, Ronnie and Salako. Nathan F. on YouTube. Nathan Finley with 22. Thank you, Nate Dogg. 22 in the Diamonds is good. All right. Do you remember Michael Finley?
For the Dallas.
Dallas Mavericks basketball
player.
player.
One of their presidents.
Yeah, he was a heck of a player.
Took Luca's beer.
Right? That is true, yeah. So, good luck, gentlemen. Scott, James, Nathan, Tom, and Ronnie and Donnie. How about that? Ronnie and Donnie just rhymes. 6 clicks on the way. Box 22 coming up. The Emmitt Smith box. 4, 5, and 6. It is Scott Deans in the NFC North and the NFC South. We got Donnie the Hut in the NFC East. It is Ronnie and Salako in the NFC West. James Ahoy Mate in the AFC North. Tom Kozich, AFC South. Nathan Finley, AFC East. And Scott, the Dean of the Break Room in the AFC West. It just seems like James Hoy should win a Baker Mayfield, the creamsicle flex. That's just the way it seems, Alex. Would be fitting, as we say here in the break room. Would be very fitting. All right, 22. 22. I'm feeling 22 like Taylor Swift here, Alex.
There you go.
Feeling 22 here in the break room. All right. We've got ourselves a full-size authentic lid on the way. All right, so we saw this guy on the Eagles earlier. How about Michael Vick on the Falcon lid? Very, very clean helmet. The Madden GOAT, the Madden cheat code. Michael Vick 1 year, by the way, Alex, finished second to Peyton Manning in MVP voting.
Oh, yeah?
So this guy was an incredible running quarterback, one of the best dual threat guys. Nice job, Scott. Michael Vick on the Falcon Authentic. And that's the Ann Moore section. Proof of great helmets across the break room, but especially in the Diamonds, the Vault, the half and half, the high-end breaks with the big names. You're getting a name you know. Michael Vick Authentic, definitely an awesome, awesome helmet for Scott Deans. So, very nice, Scott, on the MV7.
There you go.
So 248338 on the Michael Vick. Love it, Scott. Ba-da-ba-ba-bye. I'm loving it. With that Beckett QR code. You've heard the story about my Michael Vick rave, have you, Alex?
Of course.
Locked up in the closet. The fiance won't let Henry look at it.
Fair enough.
So I told her to let Henry pee in it, but
Yeah,
she's
not a
like,
bad
no,
idea."
Henry's not looking at that helmet. So if anyone wants a Michael Vick rave, I can give it to you.
I don't think my girlfriend would allow Michael Vick anything.
Yes, so it's in the
Anyway.
closet, Alex. Thanks, guys. Says Scott. You're welcome, sir. You're very, very welcome. Running it back, Alex?
Ronnie wants to.
All right, Ronnie in Sulaco wants to run it back. What's up, Ronnie? Question for you, Ronnie. How is Alex and I's hair today? Are we having a good hair day? Hopefully he approves.
I'm getting a haircut on Saturday.
I'm getting one on Friday, I think.
There you go.
Honest truth, Alex, I'm going more for the beard trim. I don't feel like doing it. And as my mom said yesterday when I saw her, you got whiskers, man. I was like, Mom,
man.
I'm going to go Friday. Give it a couple days.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Friday, get a haircut and a beard trim, both. So we are moving and grooving in the diamonds, guys. 7 to go now in that next double, and 7 to go in the single, I believe, Alex.
Yes.
So thank you, Ronnie and co. Surprised the vault's not moving, though. Yeah. A little bit surprised. Any Bills fans out there, guys? Who wants a Josh Allen Chrome Speed Flex in the final 10 boxes? My hot take for the day, in case you missed it, guys, my hot take on a Wednesday afternoon is that Josh Allen will get more MVPs than Lamar Jackson.
Not the same, not less.
Yes, more. So that means he's got to get minimum
2 more.
2 more, because Lamar already has 2. So Josh Allen's got to get 2 more for my hot take to be right, at least. Maybe 3 more if Lamar gets another one.
You know, that is a hot take. The more I think about it,
That's what I'm saying. It's hard.
I think honestly they'll probably end at the same.
So I think in the history of the NFL, and I'll look this up, but I believe off the top of my head, Manning has 5, Rodgers has 4, and then I think it's literally Brady and Favre have 3 each.
3.
And I think Jim Brown has 3 as well. So I mean, there's only like 5 or 6 guys ever with 3 MVPs.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a hot take, Alex. 3 MVPs,
I mean, you just got to think. Burrow's probably got to get at least 1.
right?
I mean, you never know because Drew Brees didn't get 1, which is insane. You never know. Mahomes should at least get 1 more.
So here's the list. Manning has 5. Rodgers has 4.
Yeah.
Brady, Favre, and Jim Brown have 3. Johnny Unitas has 3 as well.
I think.
And then Lamar 2, Mahomes 2. Kurt Warner, by the way, available in our vault. And I believe, what else? He's available in the vault. Steve Young available in the Diamonds has 2. Montana in the Minis has 2. Then a whole bunch of guys with 1 here for the MVP train. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, so Manning, Rodgers, Brady, Favre, Jim Brown, Johnny Unitas. 6 guys have 3 or more in the history of the league. So if Josh Allen gets 3, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, Mahomes is going to get at least 1 more. He'll probably get 2 more, to be honest.
That'll get him 3.
Burrow, I think, will get 1. Jaden Daniels will probably get 1.
He might get 1, yeah. So the problem is there's so many good quarterbacks that we have the classic voter fatigue.
We get that as well.
Because, I mean, like, obviously Allen had a great season, but Lamar was better last year than the year before.
Yeah.
And then he got the MVP the year before, didn't get it. I mean, of his, 2 MVP years, he was way better last year.
Yeah.
So
I honestly would have gave it to Dak the year before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Dak. Cowboy fans, respect on Dak, right?
Yeah.
So
Would he have been the only Cowboys quarterback with an MVP?
there's only one Cowboy ever with an MVP, Emmitt Smith. I looked it up. One of those weird but true things.
Yeah.
The only Cowboy MVP, Emmitt Smith.
They just always had great teams.
So yeah, I mean, 3 MVPs for Josh Allen. That'd be quite the run. Brett Favre, only guy that got 3 in a row, 96 to 98.
Yeah, he got all his just in a row and was done.
So very, very impressive. So get your spots, guys. A lot of MVPs in the break room. Kurt Warner has 2 MVPs and Steve Young.
Yeah.
2 very underrated quarterbacks with the perhaps exception of, Breeze and maybe Stafford, I would argue that, Steve Young and Kurt Warner are very underrated guys.
Yes.
When it comes to all-time quarterbacks. Steve Young also available in the Diamonds, which I know we'll get our guy Scott Deans jumping in as a Niner fan. The Steve Young Speed Flex. That is an awesome, awesome lid right there for Steve Young. When he retired, Alex, Steve Young was first all-time in passer rating. So only guys ahead of him now are guys that have played in the 2000s.
Yeah.
So one of the most efficient guys, passing the ball, quarterback accuracy, lack of picks, and dual threat runner Steve Young. This Diamond Series still has every single headliner left except for Terrell Davis. And all due respect to Terrell Davis, that's arguably the worst photo headliner in the series. So these are very, very cool lids. And I think, let me look, besides Steve Young, is that the black alternate Saquon? I think that's the black one, right?
I can't tell.
Because I can't say for sure, but it does look like we have something that's not some sort of specialty item on the helmet. Like Kurt Warner is an amp, Bo Nix is a flex, Josh Allen a slate flex, Saquon the black alternate authentic, Steve Young is a flex, Jay Jetta's Winter Warrior, then Baker Mayfield, Derrick Henry are chromes, then Marshall Faulk is the rave. Now, I'll get your take on the raves, Alex, because it seems like everybody I talk to in our break room, like our fellow breakers at least, co-hosts, producers, they're in love with the rave helmet.
I think I like them better than the Flashes.
I was going to ask you the same thing, rave or flash.
I think I'm a rave.
Alex's team rave, very clean Marshall Faulk on that rave. Diamonds moving?
Yeah, we got Scott Deans getting 2 spots in the double. I think we've had 3 spots knocked off in the single, so I think we're 5 to go on both.
5 to go on both diamonds, so 3 more authentic helmets coming up, guys. We just did 1 in the single, right?
That's right.
So 26 boxes left. We have 13 total headliners. 9 are photoed, everything but Terrell Davis. And then we got the 4 secondary headliners, Antonio Gates, AJ Green, Brian Thomas Jr., Jim Kelly. So Brian Thomas could pair with the Faulk. Gates could pair with the Knicks. How about this for Bills fans? Jim Kelly and Josh Allen, AFC East. Given that's a slate speed flex, you tack on the Jim Kelly on that one. We're looking at probably north of $2,000 in autograph value, Alex, for $192. But to a Bills fan, forget the autograph value. I call that priceless, Alex.
Yeah.
I call that priceless on the Josh Allen slate speed flex and Jim Kelly double up.
Yeah, while that one in the vault is a chrome, this one's got the 2024 NFL MVP inscription.
I love that inscription.
So it's like, yeah, one's a chrome, but that one's got the inscription.
There's only one person that can have that inscription in the world, the 24 NFL MVP. It's just Josh Allen.
Except for what Jalen Hurts can do Super Bowl MVP?
Super Bowl MVP. But
Technically it's 2025, right?
It did happen in 2025. We can just drop that Super Bowl, Alex. I'm still trying to forget about it. I was just thinking about that the other day too. It's like, when am I going to forget about that Super Bowl game? And I can't, and I won't until they win next, right?
Yep. Got to use it as fuel.
The Diamond, the Christopher James. We pulled a Michael Vick Falcon Authentic. The Anmore section. MV7 for Scott Deans. I'll be honest, if Michael Vick, even though I like him as an Eagle, if I win a Michael Vick, I'd want the Falcon one. That's just me.
I would agree.
And that was Scott Deans.
Yeah, he did have his best season as an Eagle, though.
He
right?
did.
But he's more iconic as a
I think of that run against the Vikings when 2 guys slammed at each other. That's what I think of when I think of Michael Vick. So, Ronnie, by the way, said our hairs look really nice like always, Alex.
Thank you, Ronnie.
So, thank you, Ronnie. Every morning I wake up, I go straight to the mirror to do my hair. And my fiance says, "Why are you doing your hair?" I was like, It's not for you, honey. It's for Ronnie and Sulaco.
Mrs. Insulaco does my hair.
Does she?
She does.
I
I
figured.
go all the way out to California in the morning. She does my hair, and then I come back here.
With Matt's private jet, right?
Yes.
Makes sense, Alex. Makes sense. So shout out to the missus. What do you think she would say if she knew some of the stuff Ronnie was saying in this chat? I wonder what she would say.
I don't know.
It'd be very interesting. You're a handsome man, Kareem. He says. He calls me Kramer, Kareem. Never comment. Thank you, man. Thank you, Ronnie. It's always been my dream to have a random man on the internet call me handsome, Alex.
Ronnie's a handsome man.
He is a handsome guy.
I think I've maybe seen one picture of Ronnie, but he's a handsome man.
I've seen one picture of him and William Maynard together.
Yep.
And I was like, man, Ronnie's kind of buff. He's ripped. He works out, dude. The guy works out.
Yeah.
So
Those chalupas have protein in them.
they do have protein.
Yeah.
And there's no joke. No joke about those chalupas. So 5 left, guys, in both diamond breaks. 2 to go in the basketball break. So what are we thinking? What are we thinking here on a Wednesday afternoon? Alex, your White Sox.
They won.
9-4 against the Mets.
Every time I've worn this, they've won.
How many times have you worn it?
I think just once.
Just once?
Well, like here on the show.
Okay.
I've worn it definitely more than that, but I think maybe this is the second or third time. But since while they were playing and I wore this,
So you might wear this every Tuesday and Wednesday that you work.
if they're playing,
And people will think you have, if they're playing in the afternoon.
yeah,
That's a more fair trade-off. Because I was going to say, if you only wear that, people will think you have no other clothes, Alex.
correct.
Which would not be a good idea.
Would not be a good idea.
Not a good idea. Any new helmet series later tonight, says Christopher James?
Hey, we close up some series.
Well, yeah. So, Christopher, the only way to get a new series in the room is by closing out the series. We close out the diamond, brand new diamond. We close out the vault, brand new vault. We close out the practice squad, brand new practice squad. So helmet breaks, you get a series closed up. If we close out the half and half, I'm open to a new series as well. So it depends on what damage is done, Christopher James. We are already at 8 things up on the site, which is 1 or 2 more than I would like. So the only scenario where there's a new series in the room tonight, one scenario and one scenario only, you guys close out the current breaks. Those are your scenarios. But I will say, half and half, 7 boxes left, guys. We still got ourselves 5 headliners. The Baker Mayfield Speed Flex. Very, very clean on that RIP Speed Flex for the big show. We have the Russell Wilson on the Lunar Speed Flex. The greatest quarterback in Seahawk history. Darrelle Revis on that Flash Authentic for the Patriots. And then we have Derrick Henry as well on the Raven Authentic. 4 photo headliners in 7 boxes, 2 Speed Flexes. Plus we have an Eric Dickerson secondary headliner and 1 bonus flex is what I've been told here in the black and blue.
Yeah, this is one of those, I know we pulled the Urlacher and the Jefferson. That was a big-time double up. At least run some singles. Try and get that Baker. Try and get that Russell Wilson. Get it for, a fraction of the cost.
Russell Wilson, ironically, is one of the most interesting stories in football history because you might remember this, Alex. The Lions and Packers, the last game of the season, Matt Flynn throws for like 6 touchdown passes. Yep. And the Seahawks pick up Matt Flynn in free agency. They pay him a ton of money to be the starting quarterback. And then Russell Wilson, correct me if I'm wrong, 3rd round?
I believe 3rd round pick.
Third round pick Russell Wilson out of Wisconsin, NC State. Goes in the camp, shorter quarterback. Obviously not near the money of what Matt Flynn is, getting paid. But, they see what he's all about. And turns out that he was way better. Matt Flynn never had a chance to be Seattle's quarterback, right?
That's right.
Such a captivating story for Russell Wilson. A guy that did it for the short guys, right?
Yeah.
Kind of changed that narrative. He was 3 things in once. An African-American quarterback, a running quarterback, and a short quarterback. A lot of stereotypes that, lead you to believe that he's not the answer. But Russell Wilson was very much the answer in Seattle. Guy was iconic. So definitely want to get that lid. We do not get Russell Wilson Seahawks stuff. We don't get Russell Wilson, period, in the room all that much. Lately, it's been Steelers or now Giants. So you want to get a Russell Wilson Seattle helmet? That's the one.
Yeah.
Hot Take Wednesday, Alex. When I was in college, and I still do this podcast once a week with one of my buddies that we do on YouTube, or once every few weeks now, with life being busy. But we had a radio show, Salute Your Sports, which is still what our show is called if you want to watch it on YouTube. But I was known as the guy with the hot takes. So what I would do is I would proclaim random quarterbacks to be Hall of Famers before the career started.
Oh, I know. Bryce Young.
Yeah, Bryce Young is one I've made on this show. It's getting better. So you can't get them all, Alex. But two guys before they stepped in the NFL that I proclaimed as Hall of Fame quarterbacks, Russell Wilson and Cam Newton.
There you go.
So I'll likely be 1 for 2. Although had Cam Newton not gotten injured, I think he would have definitely been in the Hall of Fame.
Agreed.
So this is a guy that I loved out of college, Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Scott Deans likes him too. He got 2 spots into the single. He's like, yeah, let's take a shot in that single.
See, I like that, Scott.
And he also likes Josh Allen. He got 1 spot in the quad
for the vault.
for the vault.
And that's 6 to go,
6
Alex?
to go now.
So that is 6 to go. I would argue this, correct me. I mean, maybe you have another answer in mind. But when I think of dual threat quarterback, in my opinion, the best dual threat quarterback ever is Josh Allen. Just because of just how great he is at passing and also how good he is at running. Lamar has to be up there because he's improved as a passer. But when I think of dual threat quarterback, like with him, I know he's thought of more as a passer first, but he gets a lot of rushing yards, a lot of rushing touchdowns. Like usually when the term dual threat is thrown out there, the guy is usually a better runner. So for me, Josh Allen is the best dual threat guy. It's Josh Allen, Steve Young, and Lamar Jackson for me, the top 3.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to mind, you do think, oh, like the guy's got to probably just be like the best running quarterback.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen is just amazing at both. He's got one of the best arms ever.
Yes, he does.
And he's an underrated like rusher. He really is. I feel like people still don't like realize how good of a running quarterback he is.
And how fast he is.
Fast and strong.
Because that play against the Steelers, what was it, 2 years ago in the playoffs? Where he ran past everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Josh Allen for you.
Even in the regular season when they did beat the Chiefs, he had
beat him with his leg.
Had a breakaway touchdown.
Oh, God.
That was in the regular season. Didn't happen in the postseason.
Yeah, I hated that play. Well, the only thing Josh Allen can't do, and let me rephrase that. The only thing that the Bills can't do, his teammates don't help him, is beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
That defense every time.
Every time.
He put up 29.
Yeah.
They were the leading scoring offense in the league.
But the defense let him down in that game.
Let him down in the postseason.
So that and the drop pass at the end. I'm just saying that should have been a catch, but I'll take it. 5 to go in those diamonds. 6 to go on that vault quad. Black and blue half and half is 6 to go. So guys, let me know what you want to do. Let's not forget that basketball break.
Yeah.
Basketball break. It is the playoffs. All right, I know we're both picking the Thunder tonight, but do you like 8.5 cover, Thunder or Wolves to cover, Alex?
I honestly probably the Thunder.
The Thunder to win
just
big?
at home. They'll get up big. It'll be a wrap. Timberwolves got a lot of good players, but Julius Randle is probably going to be checked out tonight. Anthony Edwards might be a little hurt. I would just lean with the Thunder at this point.
I would lean the Thunder as well because they're a different animal at home. I think a lot of it will depend on how the first half goes.
Well, it's a closeout game to go to the finals.
Yes.
I think,
so they'll be locked in.
Yeah.
But like if Minnesota gets down like 10 to 12, even though I know that seems like nothing in the NBA, I think then it's really done. If Minnesota can keep it close in the first half, we'll see. A lot of guys here associated actually with Minnesota. Kevin Garnett, the greatest Timberwolf of all time. That's out there in the basketball. 2 spots to go in that break, by the way. Karl Malone, the greatest Jazz of all time. Paul Pierce, not the best Celtic, but one of the best Celtics. Shaq, also not the best Laker, one of the best Lakers. Celtics and Lakers have different category of historic players,
There's
right?
so many people in their histories.
Allen Iverson still on the Funko, the best Sixer. Moses Malone.
Dr. J.
Dr. J.
It's probably. I don't think it's AI.
My favorite Sixer. Watching him
The
play.
most iconic Sixer.
Yes. Steve Nash. The best son, maybe? Maybe? Yes? Yes.
I was gonna say him or Barkley. He played for the Suns longer.
Longer,
I'll
yeah.
give it to Steve Nash.
Dame Time, James Harden, all still available, guys. Beyond the Arc Series, 2 spots to go. That basketball break is on deck as well. And then also close, the jersey break, 4 spots to go with that Jamar Chase still available in the jerseys. So you get those spots, guys. Let us know what's next. Let us know what you're thinking here. I know Scott Deans is
Everything.
everywhere on the break page.
Roy Kent.
No doubt. AD says so many good options. Good luck, everyone. Diamond single anyone. Scotty D the Great. Double down, says Ronnie Sacco. He did. He did, Ronnie. He did double down, I believe, with 2 spots, right? Is that right? Scotty's got 2 and Ronnie's got
Not
1?
in the single. In the single, it's Ronnie, Tom, and John. In the double, we got James Hoy and Scott Dean.
I got you. So it's a matter of personal preference, Alex. Obviously, it's whatever you guys want. Personally, I prefer the double box breaks because you can win 2 helmets with 1 spot. Best case scenario, John Takamura got in that black and blue half and half, got Jettas and Urlacher 1 spot, 2 speed flexes. So I do prefer the doubles, but I get the single is, a smaller investment. But when the break room is bumping, Alex, when I'm talking about like busy season, nonstop orders, the doubles tend to be our most popular break we run. Those are definitely extremely popular. So definitely get your double spots, guys. So we're at a lot of breaks that are going to happen this show, Alex. 5 to go in the minis, 5 to go in both diamonds, 4 to go in the jerseys, 2 to go in the basketball, 6 to go in the half and half, and 6 to go in the vault quad. So all these breaks will likely happen this show. Worst case scenario, they happen early on at 6.
Scott Dean's doing
And
the single.
Scott's going to join his buddy Ronnie. 3 spots to go in that single for the diamonds. See, I told you Scott likes to follow people.
Yeah.
He wants to help people out.
He wants breaks.
And they want a break. Scott's like, who's in that break? Let me get in there. Let's get that one done. In fact, Scott might as well close out the basketball with the 2 spots left. Why not, right? What is Scott's basketball team? I'm trying to think like a Niner fan would be a Warrior fan, right?
Ronnie, get in the basketball. Get James Harden.
Ronnie loves James Harden.
There you go.
He's the only Clippers fan in the world that I know of.
Yeah.
Ronnie loves those Clippers.
I know he's more of a fan of Darius Miles, but
And Quentin Richardson.
Quentin Richardson.
He loves him. And Chris Kaman.
Chris Kaman, of course.
And Ola Candy. He likes
There
him
you
as
go.
well. He likes all the random Clippers for sure.
We got to get a Danny Manning,
Danny Manning. Ugh, no. Do you know where he went to school?
Kansas.
Yes. We don't want that one.
All-time leading scorer in college basketball history. Right?
Yeah. No. Ugh. Cream Rush better for Mizzou. That's for sure. Scott getting that B-ball, says Tanya. Speaking of people that want that James Harden, Tanya in the house. So,
Maybe an Eric Bledsoe,
Arrow, that's a good one. He was good.
Mo Williams,
He was the son too.
Lou Williams.
Who was the guy that had the chicken wings during
That's
COVID?
Lou Williams.
Lou Williams. That's what I thought.
I think Randy
Again-
Foye might have played for the Clippers.
Yeah, Randy Foye. That's a blast from the past. How many random Clippers can you name?
I'm
Lamar
trying-
Odom
I'm
played
trying
on the
to think. Lamar
Clippers.
Odom did play for the Clippers. That's
He
right.
was good on the Clippers, though. He's too good to be random.
We get Norman Powell now.
Yeah, they had a lot of random guys back in the era
Oh yeah.
of not being so good.
Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes, yeah. Didn't Jamal Crawford play for the
Crawford
Clippers?
did, yeah, for Lob City.
Former Bull. My 5th try at B-ball. Let's get it common. Call my name, says Tanya. There we go.
Here we go.
Hey, put those good vibes out there, Tanya. You put the good vibes out there, good things tend to happen for folks in there. I think Diamond Single, my guess, is next, though. I'll drop that link in. 3 spots to go in the Diamond Single.
Scott, not a fan of basketball.
That's fair. I get it. More of a football guy. I get it. I'm wearing my. Oh, are you?
The Nick Chubb speed flex.
Nick Chubb speed flex.
like
Makes
it.
sense.
I like it.
Makes sense. Diamond single, 3 spots left, which, by the way, this is why our break room is so good, in my opinion, Alex, because obviously football is king in our break room. Can always get football, but we'll offer a basketball sometimes, baseball sometimes, those 1-in-4 mixers. We have authentic helmets. We have mini helmets. We have jerseys. There's got to be something somebody likes in our break room, right? So we try to cater to all the different clientele here in our break room at Ultimate Autographs. So there you have it. Diamond single. Had a lot of good hits in the Diamond so far. Not a lot of headliners, but always a lot of big names. Like when you think of the Diamonds, I always think of big names. It's going to be a big name. It's going to be a name you recognize. You're not going to be asking yourself, like, well, who was that guy? You're not going to have to Google, Alex. You just know what you're getting in that Diamond series. And you just know what you're getting, and it's always really, really good, especially in this Diamond series. I love the combo of old school and new school, right? We have, like I said earlier, 4 top 10 players in the game. Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson, Saquon, Derrick Henry, excuse me. But then we have old school guys. Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, former teammates. Steve Young on a speed flex. We get a mix of the new school and old school stars in the Move the Chains Diamond Helmet series. By the way, how about that double up in the West? Steve Young and Kurt Warner, NFC West double up, Alex. That sounds pretty appealing to me.
I like that.
In this Move the Chains Diamond Helmet series. I always think to myself, the series names. So I guess like these guys on this graphic are all either quarterbacks, running backs, or wide receivers. So all these guys move the chains with ease in this series.
Yeah, it's all quarterbacks or running backs, and then Justin Jefferson.
And it's not just running backs. I mean, like, if Saquon Barkley can stay healthy, we have arguably 3 top 10 running backs of all time. Derrick Henry, Marshall Faulk, Saquon Barkley, all still left in this series. Obviously, Steve Young, Josh Allen, Kurt Warner, I would say that all 3 of those guys are top 20 quarterbacks of all time. And personally, when I make out my top 10 quarterback list, the biggest surprise for everybody is Steve Young. I have him number 7 all time, Alex.
Good.
I love Steve Young. Dom and I are on the same page. We're such big Steve Young groupies. We actually think that had he, I know it's a dangerous game, but had he started as the quarterback all those years, Montana was the quarterback, we think he would have won 4 Super Bowls as well. The guy is just iconic. And let's not forget, the Niners actually said bye to Joe Montana.
They did.
The guy that won 4 Super Bowls for them to move on to Steve Young, and they didn't drop a beat, man. Steve Young winning MVP right away, Super Bowl almost immediately. Guy was an icon in those Niner colors, Steve Young. Are you doing your top 10 quarterback list, or what are you doing?
I think I got him tied for 8.
So, who do you have? I got Brady 1 right now, but I'm forecasting to where Mahomes will be. I have Mahomes 4 now with the knowledge he'll be either 2 or 1.
So I'm going to do this based on where I think 2 quarterbacks will be by the end of their careers.
Okay, so you have it different.
I got Brady, Mahomes, Manning, Rodgers, Montana, Breeze, Josh Allen, Steve Young, Brett Favre.
Wow, that's actually... So if we're doing it based on where they will be in their career... So
and Allen might even go higher than that. I'll just put him there for now.
Okay. So...
And
wow,
then,
I kind of agree with your list. So
and I'll probably have like John Elway after all those guys.
I have Brady. Well, you know what? I'll flip it. Mahomes, Brady. But I did write down Brady. Then I have Manning, Montana, Breeze, Rodgers, Allen. And then I have Steve Young. And I have Brett Favre 9.
Yep.
So I don't have them tied. I do put Steve Young ahead of him. And then who was my number 10? Marino's my 10. I love Dan Marino.
I'll go Elway then Marino.
Okay. So I'll flip him. But I mean, good case for both. You know me personally, Alex. I'm not saying rings don't matter because they do, but I'll put it this way. I value rings less than most people do when it comes to the GOAT
I think
debate.
I'm valuing them less and less as I get older.
Yeah.
'Cause I see so many circumstances with a guy that's really good.
Yeah, Dan Marino.
Or just Josh Allen right now.
Yeah.
Josh Allen on other teams, I think, would have a ring by now.
Uh-huh.
But
So,
his team lets him down more than he's letting him down.
That's why I look at Marino. I think he was a better quarterback than Elway. But, I mean, it's take your pick. You can't go wrong with either.
So, not this last year, but the year before. If Josh Allen was on the Ravens, they win the Super Bowl. They had like the crazy good defense. The Chiefs.
And what happened to their defense this last year?
They lost their defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
and they lost a couple
Yeah.
just defensive guys in general.
But their defense took a pretty big step back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they would have won
The
with
Chiefs
Josh
only
Allen.
scored like 13 points that game.
Uh-huh.
But the Ravens only put up 10.
And they were all like in the first half. I don't think the Chiefs. Did anyone?
The Chiefs didn't score in the second half.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that might be true. So
And then
depending
the Chiefs
on where
would
you're
go
at.
on- Chiefs went on to beat the 49ers. I think Josh Allen and the Ravens would have
Yes.
beat the 49ers as well.
Which is interesting because, you know, I agree with you, by the
Same
way.
thing. If Josh Allen was on the 49ers those two times, they probably get one of them.
Yeah, well, they might have won both.
They might have won both, but they at least get one.
That first championship where the Niners won,
The Jimmy G
the
overthrow.
Jimmy G overthrow, that would have been a dagger.
Yeah.
Although Josh Allen does throw the ball pretty far, so he might have overthrown that one as well.
And I think the NBA, it matters a little more, but now more and more, there's just more talented NBA players as a whole. It's mattering less and less for
Well,
this
yeah, and
era.
the NBA is 5 guys. So football, you have 22 guys on the field
But
at
offense
once.
and defense.
Yeah. But, like, you can't have 10 guys. But, like, if you have nobody that blocks for you or nobody that gets open and no one plays defense for
That's what I'm
you.
saying. You're only playing half the game. Basketball, you're playing offense
Yeah.
and defense.
Because, like, Josh Allen, for example, I've pulled up these numbers before. I'll pull them up again.
Historically in the
He's got
playoffs.
32 touchdowns total.
Like 4 picks,
And
3
4
picks.
picks. I think, like, 1 or 2 fumbles. His playoff stats, like, he's not to blame. He's got 25 touchdowns and 4 picks in the playoffs.
Plus all the rushing touchdowns.
And then rushing touchdowns, I think he has 7 rushing touchdowns.
And then maybe probably 1 or 2 fumbles.
And then let's see. So it is, let me confirm that. Rushing touchdowns. This is playoffs.
Because the fumbles, I don't know if they just count if he loses it, but his team recovers, or like if they got fumbles lost.
Well, I think it's got, let me reload here. Why is this being weird? So this advanced passing, I want to see the rushing playoffs. Rushing 7 touchdowns, Alex. And where are the fumbles at
Yeah,
here?
Lamar Jackson just doesn't sign a lot.
Uh-huh.
I've only seen him on jerseys. I've never seen him on a full size.
There's actually a scam about Lamar Jackson. Like, I think it was last year. There was a scam where people were saying there's Lamar autographs out there, and it was just, you know, fake autographs.
Yeah.
So the reason why we don't get Lamar in the break room is because he doesn't sign often.
I didn't see Cam Newton for a long time either. And then I remember we got him about probably a year ago almost.
So what is this RRT? That's rushing. So this is fumbles, but I don't think this is like fumbles given away in the playoffs, Alex. It says 12 fumbles, but I think this is just total fumbles for Josh Allen. So 32 total touchdowns and 4 total picks in the playoffs, Josh Allen. That's pretty good. That is pretty good if you ask me. Did you find the 4 fumbles given away?
They don't have how many times like it was just taken away.
I got you.
Oh, wait. It says he has lost the ball to the opposing team on 2 occasions, I think.
Twice?
So out of the 12 fumbles, I think only 2.
So that would be 6 turnovers in the playoffs and 32 touchdowns. 6-to-1 turnover ratio, Alex.
That's really good.
That's pretty good for Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He's out there in the diamonds, by the way, and the vault, JA17. And like you take out 2022,
Oh, yeah.
like then he's got 22 touchdowns and 1 pick the rest of his career other than 2022. I mean, like last 2 years, he's got 8 touchdowns and no picks. What else do you want him to do, right? That's 8 touchdowns, no picks. That's pretty darn good for Josh Allen. So get your spots. Let's see that JA speed flex in the vault. And let's see the 24 NFL MVP also in the diamonds. The more I look at this, I know I put him 7, but man, he could sneak up even better.
He can get up there in the past the breeze into the Montana Rodgers Well, I know you got Breeze and like Rodgers like neck and neck.
Yeah, I have them neck and neck. I give the tiebreaker to the non-Packer, but somewhere deep in my heart of hearts, I might flip them, but I don't want to, Alex, because I feel like Rodgers gets the respect he deserves on the field, at least. I feel like Breeze doesn't.
That's fair.
Because I think 4 MVPs to 0, that just seems weird to me.
Yeah.
So, Diamond single, 3 to go, says Ronnie. Not a Jamarcus Russell. No. I don't think that'll be in there. No. Jamarcus Russell, I have never seen a Jamarcus Russell autograph in our break room, Alex.
Never will.
And I don't think we ever will.
Unless we just get a bums break.
A bums break? God, that sounds like such a great...
We'll just
how about a bus break?
A bus break.
It's a little better. And then it's like discounted price.
Yeah.
Ryan Leaf, Jamarcus Russell, Akili Smith, the former Bengal quarterback.
The only bust I feel like we consistently get in series sometimes is Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
But he's
a college icon.
And he's a Heisman winner.
Yes.
And it's always on Texas A&M stuff.
Occasionally Jameis Winston.
Yeah,
but again,
at least he's
college
had a long,
icon.
At least he's had a long career, also a Heisman winner.
Sure. The bust break.
I mean, Jameis is one of how many quarterbacks that have 5,000 yards in a season.
Right?
I know he threw a lot of picks, but at least there's some kind of success.
So real quick, Ryan Scipio, sorry if I'm butchering that, says, new here, anything being open soon? Checking out the process. Yes, Ryan. So first question for you, Ryan, is what is your favorite team and how did you hear about Ultimate Autographs? If you're looking to hop into a break that's coming up soon, I would say the next break is most likely the Diamond Single. 3 spots to go, $96 a spot, but you get a Josh Allen Speed Flex. You can win that for $96 when it's worth north of $1,500 on a Slate Speed Flex with the NFL MVP inscription, retail value in that $1,500 range, give or take. It's a 1 in 8 chance to win for every spot you buy. You buy 4 spots, you have a 50% chance to win. You buy 1 spot, 1 in 8 chance. Divisions are randomized, so you don't get to pick your division. You have a 1 in 8 chance in landing in each of the divisions for every spot you buy. So that's going to happen soon. The Diamond Single, 3 left. The Jersey Single, 4 left will happen. The Basketball Single, 2 left. Those 3 are probably your best bets. I would say the Vault Quad could happen, 6 to go. And the Diamond Double, 5 to go, it could happen as well. But if you want to hop in a break, Ryan, that'll happen immediately, I would probably say either the Diamond Single or the Basketball, given they're the closest at 3 and 2 spots to go, respectfully. So, I butchered it. There we go. How's it pronounced? Pronounced Scipio, and he's a Rams fan. So, Rams fan. Well, the Diamond definitely for him then, right? There's a Kurt Warner Amp Authentic, and the greatest Rams quarterback of all time. Although Matthew Stafford is going to put that to the test here. I would say for now it's definitely Warner, though. And then also, albeit not on a Rams helmet, Marshall Faulk, one of the best Rams of all time, on that Colt helmet. So I think for Ryan, it is a no-brainer. He wants a break that's close. It's going to happen soon. 3 spots left. 2 Ram legends. The greatest show on turf. I would say kind of, to me, Alex, a no-brainer break.
Yeah.
I would say this about Kurt Warner. If we were making a top 10 list of quarterbacks in their prime, he would be in my top 10. I think he started at like 28. He started late because he, didn't, play at a D1 single A school. He went to Northern Iowa. He wasn't drafted. Went to Hy-Vee to work the Arena League. But if we take the prime of Kurt Warner's career, his best 5 years, and you put him up against any other quarterback's best 5 years, he would hands down be a top 10 quarterback of all time.
Terrell Davis a quarterback?
Yeah, Terrell Davis a quarterback is exactly right. Terrell Davis, because of cumulative stats, is not in my top 10. But if you give me the prime running backs, Terrell Davis, top 10 prime running back. Kurt Warner, top 10 prime quarterback. No doubt for me. I mean, his run of the Rams, even the Cardinals, was pretty iconic. Mr. Warner in that series. So 2 to go in that diamond single, 1 to go in that basketball. That is coming up here. No doubt about that. Had that awesome release, the accuracy. I mean, looking at some of Kurt Warner's numbers, Alex, look at this. In 99, 4,353, 41 touchdowns. He had 4,800 yards in 2001, 36 touchdowns. Now you look at his season here with the Cardinals at 37, 4,583 pass yards, 30 touchdowns. So, yeah, I mean, look at led the league in completion percentage, 68.7%, 67.7, 65.1. So, yeah, he was something else, Kurt Warner. Obviously, the late starts, I was basically right.
1 year, but he really didn't play. Even
28 was the first year that he started playing consistently. In 98, 1 game, 4 completions. So 28 as the starting quarterback. And then, of course, he had some injuries in 02, 03. 06 had some injuries. He was, the quarterback gap between Eli Manning and 04. So we did lose a lot of games to injury and the late start, but him at his absolute best, Kurt Warner, iconic. No doubt about that. So many awesome numbers for Mr. Warner. 2 MVPs, Alex, for him, and then he was also 7th in the MVP voting in 2008, Mr. Warner. He was a winning quarterback, 67 and 49. So, yeah, for me, prime of his career, top 10 all time. Number 1 in playoff passing yards per game, by the way. He averaged 304 passing yards per game in his playoff career. 304, Alex. That is crazy. 304 passing yards per game in his career. 343 and 365 his first 2 years in the playoffs with the Rams. Talk about the greatest show on turf. That was something else, Kurt Warner. 9-4 record in the playoffs as well. Guy was iconic. No doubt about that. Sip like sipping coffee, so Scipio, Alex.
There you go.
Scipio. So 3rd time's the charm for me on the pronunciation. Great story for Kurt Warner. Have you seen that movie yet?
Never watched it.
Pretty good. American Underdog. Pretty good. As a Kurt Warner fan, I knew a lot of his backstory, but I got to learn a lot more about his wife and their relationship. So it was kind of very, very interesting story. So
I'll watch his movie when he's nicer to Caleb Williams.
is that right? What did he say about Caleb recently?
Well, because there was the whole report with Caleb saying he had no coaches watching film with him.
Yeah.
Because Kurt Warner was like, well, no one watched film with me. You started at 28, not 22.
That's fair. Man, you protect your guy. You protect your guy.
My quarterback.
No doubt about that. So
I know quarterbacks come here to die.
yes.
What
Has Caleb Williams' dad said that?
They weren't wrong. And it got proven his first year.
Sure.
And he still had one of the best Bears seasons. Which isn't saying a lot, but yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I like his take about the stadiums thing, playing indoors.
For
the playoffs. I thought that was a very interesting.
Well,
take.
he just says every team should be playing indoors.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of fun. I think everyone has an even playing field. We get to see more offense. Alex,
It's just more fan friendly too.
I'm an offensive guy. Yeah, as a fan, you go to a game in the winter. I mean, personally,
I'd rather
to
watch it at home than go to the Bears game in December.
I'm looking to go to a Bears game this year, and I'm looking at the schedule, and I'm like, well, it's going to be September.
Yeah.
I think they got the Lions in September, the Bears. I think that's the one I was looking at.
Week 2, and then they play in the last week of the season.
Yeah, but I think it's at home week 2, right?
Week 2, no, I think it's on the road because week 1 they're at home.
Oh, you're right. I think it was. Oh, the Cowboys. Isn't that the
Cowboys is a good one.
Cowboys game? Ooh,
That's a good one. I
that's
think
the
they'll
one
win
I
that.
might go to. I know
think-
I work Monday night.
I think I picked them to go 9-8
The Bears.
based on the schedule. Yeah.
I'll take 9-8 in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You think they'll get in the playoffs with 9-8?
No, probably not.
Okay.
But I'm hopeful maybe I'm wrong and they get one or two more. But yeah.
At the Eagles, at the Commanders, at the Lions this year.
Well, yeah, they
That's
played
tough.
everyone in the division
Yeah.
on the road. But yeah, I give them a loss in both those Commanders and Eagles. But they could win the Commanders one. I don't see them winning the Eagles one. They could win the Commanders one. They should have won last year.
Ooh, they should have won the Commanders one last
But
year.
I think I picked them to split with everybody in the division. So a solid 3-3.
9/21 is what, September 21st?
Yep.
Bears and Cowboys. Maybe I'll go to that game.
I'm giving them that win. I'm giving them the Raiders win. Definitely
Here's
the
that
Saints.
schedule.
The Saints are going to be the worst team in football.
Yeah, you hate the Saints.
They got nothing going for them. Sorry,
So-
David Griffin. They lose to the Ravens and the Bengals.
All right.
You beat the Giants. Beat the Steelers. Yeah. We'll see.
Let's see it. Let's see it for sure for the Bears. Look, 9 wins as a Bears fan, I'm happy. I will definitely settle for 9 wins. No doubt about that. They got to start fast because the schedule gets pretty tough down the stretch. You know, the
I hate that
Lions,
they got an early bye again, too. I never
Packers,
liked that.
Browns.
They'll win that Packers one.
Yeah. The Packers won in Lambeau.
Or they'll split.
Okay.
And then they beat the Browns.
Okay. Well,
Probably lose to the Niners.
So, and I think this could be a playoff seeding for the Lions or potentially playoffs of some kind.
If they beat the Niners, they'll be in the playoffs because then they'll have the tiebreaker. That'll
That's
be the
true.
biggest thing. If they can
That-
beat the
that could be
the
a
Niners
playoff
that
game.
week, they will be in the playoffs.
All right, I hope so, Alex.
That'll be the deciding factor.
Hoping for playoffs for our Bears here in Chicago. I think this single's taking a little bit too long.
Agreed.
2 to go in the diamond single, guys. Also got 3 to go in the jerseys and 1 to go in the basketball. All 3 of those should happen here. We have ourselves a theme in this series. I'm going to call it the division winners. Josh Allen, division winner. Derrick Henry, division winner. Baker Mayfield, division winner. Saquon Barkley, division winner. So all those available, guys, $96 a spot. For $96, you can get any one of these helmets except for Terrell Davis. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, Brian, the schedule gets tougher and tougher. Bears have to start winning early, back-to-back Ravens and Bengals, says Brian. That's a tough stretch. And they played the NFC East and the AFC North, Alex. So there's some tough games. I know there were a couple easy ones, but there's definitely some tough games on that schedule. They don't play Josh Allen except for the preseason. I think, is Trubisky still on the Bills?
He might be. Jeff's closing at the basketball.
Basketball's closed. Basketball coming up. I thought Trubisky's still on the Bills.
Might be.
Basketball, go ahead and drop me a box number.
It should be.
I think the Bears played the Bills and Chiefs like every year in preseason, it seems like.
It seems like it, yeah.
So, heck, I should try to go to that Bills game.
There you go.
How much cheaper are the tickets for preseason? Do you think much cheaper?
Like half the price, I want to say.
Half the price? Because I feel like, I don't know, my fiance loves Josh Allen. It's a favorite football player. So, it's the second game. So I figure that's the one that
They'll play the most.
they'll play the most.
Probably, they'll play like one quarter.
Okay. Tickets as low as $33. Alex, what the heck? There's private suites going for $95,000 for a preseason game.
I don't know what's going on there. Take that, Bob.
Wow. Yeah, you could sit up top, like $60, Alex, near not the 50, but $68 on the 50-yard line upper deck preseason. That doesn't sound terrible. So basketball break is ready. We got Eric Merzlak, Tanya Narsovsky, Derek Hedrick, Jody Greider, Tom Kozic, new guy William Keel. Welcome, William. Let us know what team you like and how you heard about Ultimate Autographs. Gerard Brennan and Jeff August. So who's got a box number? Box number for the basketball. Then guessing by the time this break is done, the diamond single should be done and the jersey break should be done. So we'll go back to back to back breaks. 1 to go on that diamond single, by the way, guys. 1 lone spot left. 30 for Jeff August. Mr. Bookends, 30. Gerard had 17, but Jeff was first with 30. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you, my man. Let's get a basketball in here. What's Jeff's basketball team? He's a Packer fan. Wisconsin doesn't have a basketball team, do they?
The Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks. Yeah. Duh, I love the Bucks, too. Why do I forget they're from Green Bay? So is he a Bucks fan?
He's a Bulls, he said.
Bulls fan? Okay. God, I love the Bucks.
Yeah,
I want
Giannis.
Giannis to Chicago. That's the one I want.
That'll sadly never happen.
That's the one I want, Alex. I saw something on social media, and I know it's not going to happen, but we can only dream. We can only dream. So let's get you guys set up for the basketball break, and then we do have the diamond break on deck, looks like, right? 1 to go. We're sold out. We're right there, I know.
1 to go.
We'll go till 5 o'clock no matter what. If the breaks are busy, we can keep going beyond that. But if we're not super busy, about 5 o'clock, we'll call it a show. Chase is the vault and the black and blue. I'll say this. We'll run the wheel spin at 4:55, Alex. So if you guys want to be in that wheel spin for the black and blue or the vault, you got to fill up those breaks by 4:55. So 6 clicks for our spots in the basketball. Jeff August has the Lakers and Warriors spot. Got that 6 Shaq jersey still out there. Williams got the Sixers and the Hawks. Derek has the Celtics and the Knicks. Tom has the Suns and the Pistons. Jody has the Jazz, Spurs, and Kings. Tanya has the Heat, Rockets, and Bulls. Gerard has the Mavs, Bucks, and Supersonics. Then Clippers, Blazers, and Hornets is for Eric. Good luck, ladies and gents. Box 30, the Steph Curry box.
There you go.
In the basketball. That's definitely the best 30 reference I can come up with in basketball, right? You can't beat Steph. All right. We have a physical basketball here. 11 and 19 chance at a headliner. It's now 11 and 18. We got a basketball Hall of Famer, one of the best college players ever, Ralph Sampson, on the autographed basketball. That is very, very nice. I believe that is the Blazers, right?
Sampson?
Rockets. Ralph Sampson, Rocket legend. Very, very cool hit. He's a 4-time All-Star in the NBA, 3-time National College Player of the Year in college. Like I said, arguably a top 5 college basketball player of all time. Pretty good in the pros as well. Ralph Sampson playing for Houston is the tenure. The Rocket spot. Tanya's been 0 for 4 in the basketball. They say it's a 1 in 8 chance to win, Tanya. You're not 1 for 5. You are pretty darn lucky in that basketball break. Ralph Sampson on the ball. So congrats, Tanya. Nicely done on Ralph Sampson.
There we go. That's my Bears.
That's the Bears. So he's got the W versus the Viking. Oh, you have him winning the first game against the Vikings.
Yeah.
I guess it is the best way to start.
Well, I just figure they're going to split
rookie quarterback.
They split with everybody in the division, so I give them the win at home, the loss on the road. It could happen all the way around, but that's just what I'm rolling with.
So you got home Vikings win, loss at the Lions, home Dallas win. You got the Raider win, loss against the Commanders, win against the Saints, loss to the Ravens, Bengals. And then you have win against the Giants, loss to the Vikings, win against the Steelers, loss to the Eagles, the Packers. Their schedule was tough. Win against the Browns, win against the Packers at home, loss to the Niners, win home against the Lions, 9 and 8. So based on everything you have, Alex, this is obviously there's going to be a game they probably lose that they should win, or a game they win they should lose. Mm-hmm. I'll flip it 8 and 9. I'll say they lose to the Lions twice. Otherwise, on paper, what you wrote out makes sense. Eagles, Ravens, Bengals, Commanders,
I'm giving
Lions,
them a loss.
Packers,
I'm giving them a
Lions.
loss versus the Bengals, but the Bengals weren't that good either.
The Bears' schedule's kind of tough this year. It's not. It's definitely
That's
on
because
the
they
tougher
play
side.
the AFC North and the NFC East.
That's why. Those are arguably two of the best divisions in the game.
The division you want to play is the Souths,
Yes, definitely want to play the two Souths.
which I think that's what the Patriots get to play. So that's
Why
we're
you
going
like the
through theirs and
Patriots.
what-
I got you.
Want to go on that diamond still, guys.
So Diamond Single is coming up next here. One spot left. And then I think we'll do the jersey break as well. I would love to get the Diamond Double done, 5 to go. But that's up to you guys and what you guys decide. Obviously, could be a pre-fill for the 6 p.m. show. We'll see here very soon what the play is, guys.
Shocked with the no vaults.
Yeah.
What are we
Guys,
doing?
the vault break is the surprise of the show. So the vault break, we got ourselves 10 boxes left, and we have 7 headliners left, Alex. That includes the best helmet in the break room, the Josh Allen Chrome Speed Flex. That includes a Kurt Warner amp, a Bo Nix authentic, Derrick Henry authentic, George Kittle authentic. 5 in 10 chance at a photo headliner. We have 1 vault key left and 2 secondary headliners, Terrell Suggs and James Cook. And you can double up Suggs with Derrick Henry, and then James Cook could be doubled with Josh Allen. 70% chance at a headliner in that vault.
Yeah, it's a brutal schedule for the Giants.
Bob says Giants have the toughest schedule. Look at their first 4 games. I'm guessing what? Eagles, Commanders?
Commanders, at Cowboys, Chiefs, Chargers.
Yeah, it's not easy. Practice squad left, Raymond. We have ourselves in the practice squad still available. A lot of good helmets. The Eli Manning mini. We have the Edgerrin James authentic. The Aiden Hutchinson Rave with the visor. Then secondary headliners, Sterling Sharp and Garrett Wilson in the practice squad. And Malachi Frazier, the jerseys have 4 boxes left. We have a Jamar Chase headliner, the Triple Crown winner, most receiving yards, most catches, most touchdown catches last year, the great Jamar Chase. And then we have 1 secondary headliner, that'd be the freak Javon Curse in that jersey break. So definitely think the diamonds and the jerseys are the ones for this show. By the way, speaking of Jamar Chase, it is the last day available of Memorial Day, Alex. This series is going off the website at the end of the 6 p.m. show tonight. So if you guys want that Jamar Chase Speed Flex, better get it either this show or the next show, right? 7 boxes left. Chase and Derrick Henry left as far as photoed headliners, plus Antonio Gates. Memorial Day Authentic Helmet Series coming off the board here tonight.
Same thing I kind of told Michael in the early show. You know, Eric got 2 spots into the minis. Could use that. Get into the diamonds.
Yeah, that's true.
It's actually a little bit cheaper to get into the diamonds. And you
Yeah.
get a chance at a speed flex.
$96. They're all authentics in there, worth the most money. I know the minis are easier to display, but if you're looking on sheer what looks the coolest and what's worth the most money, the diamond helmets always win out. So that mini break, though, could happen as well. 3 spots left. So I would love to get all those done this show. But obviously, if you guys don't sell them out, they'll happen early on at 6. The diamond, for sure, though, Alex, 1 spot to go.
Oh, yeah.
That one is for sure happening this show in the single. Thank you to all the customers ordering. Eric, Raymond, James, Jeff, Thomas, Gerard, Scott, John, Tom, Ronnie, Donnie, Nathan, a lot of good people. William as well.
Chad's been killing it all day today. From 9 a.m. till now.
Yeah, you guys are great.
They've been putting in work today.
John Gomez, Mike Lepre, John Gagliano back in the break room. So a lot of awesome customers ordering here big.
Should be just as busy and probably even busier tonight.
Yeah, definitely think so for the primetime show tonight. Woo, says Tanya. Thanks, Common. You're welcome, Tanya, on that Ralph Sampson ball. We're on every single day. 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time. So whatever break spots don't happen this show, carry over to tonight at 6. I know obviously for you guys, you want to get that instant gratification. So get these done here so we break them before we go. But otherwise, worst case, you only got to wait about an hour. Worst case. So do have the guys teed up. So I'm happy to knock out whatever the customers like. But this is kind of what I'm thinking, Alex. We knock out the diamond single. We knock out the mini and the jersey. We get those done this show. Maybe we'll leave for the guys tonight, the black and blue half and half, 6 to go. Maybe we'll leave for tonight the vault quad, 6 to go, and the diamond double, 5 to go. Those could be pre-fills early. But these that are 3 to go, I would love to knock out before we go this show. 4 players have been National College Hoops Player of the Year 3 times. Who are they? Break room regulars, of course, Bob.
Ralph Sampson.
Ralph Sampson, who was not even a photoed name in that series.
Bill Walton.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I believe, is one. He was a headliner in this series. Bill Walton.
I know Zach Edey did it twice.
I don't think Edey did it 3 times. Because he wasn't that much as a freshman.
Yeah, but he got an extra year.
Yeah.
So he might have.
And I think Edey did it twice. I think it's Bill Walton, Ralph Sampson, Kareem. I'm gonna go Wilt Chamberlain. Those are my guesses.
Was Wilt like big in college? Yeah, Edey did it twice.
Wilt was, but you couldn't play varsity as a freshman when he played. So that might have been what kept him from getting that honor. So Kareem / Lou Cinder, I was right. Bill Walton, Ralph Sampson, Oscar Robertson, the one we were missing.
There you go.
So those are guys we get in the break room quite a bit. In fact, believe it or not, Bill Walton could be in that and more section. So we don't really get Oscar Robertson, but Lou Cinder / Kareem, Bill Walton, Ralph Sampson, they are regulars in the break room. The best of the best here only at Ultimate Autographs.
Still one to go on those diamonds, guys. When it sits like this and there's that one spot,
what's the
closer magic is real.
That's crazy, man. Because it's been 1 to go for how long now?
Since James Hoy, so 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Far too long.
All authentic helmets, guys. Every single helmet in this series is an authentic helmet or better. Now, for example, speaking of what's better than an authentic?
Close.
A Speed Flex. Baker Mayfield. We got this sick Derrick Henry, and we are closed out. Those could be yours next here in the diamonds, which, by the way, the double is 5 to go. We've only pulled 1 photoed headliner, Alex. Terrell Davis. Warner, Nix, Allen, Saquon, Steve Young, Jay Jettas, Baker Mayfield, Marshall Faulk, and Derrick Henry, all available in Move the Chains. So, Ronnie Insalako. Did you mistype that, or did he try to be funny?
No,
Insalakvo.
he did that new account.
Ronnie Insalakvo with the new account. Welcome, Ronnie. Tom Kozic, John Takamura, Scott Deans, Gerard Brennan, James Hoy, and Raymond Harden. Diamond single number 5. Go ahead and drop me a box number. Hoping to knock out maybe the double before we go, maybe the jerseys and minis. But if the orders don't come in here pretty quickly the next 10 minutes, it is possibly the last break of the show. Possibly. We'll run the wheel spin after this, Alex. Wheel spin for the vault and half after this diamond single. And then maybe the minis, maybe the jerseys. We'll see. Raymond with box 10. Thank you, Ray. We'll get 10 off the ticker for the diamonds. That is available here. I love an authentic helmet, man. The all authentic series, Alex. There's no worry about a rep, a mini, a jersey. You know what you're getting, a full-size authentic and a really, really big name in this series, right? Those are the guarantees you get in the diamonds. All right, 6 clicks for our spots. Scott Deans in the NFC North. Tom Kozic right below in the NFC South. Raymond Harden, NFC East. Gerard Brennan, NFC West. And we got John Takamura, AFC North. Scott Dean's AFC South, Ronnie Insa Lockvo in the Josh Allen spot, and James Hoy lastly in the AFC West. Good luck, guys. Box 10 coming up, and Move the Chains diamond helmets. Absolutely love this series. We have not missed yet. Every name in this series is virtually a headliner. Although this one just might be a photoed headliner, Alex.
There we go.
We got the cloth bag. We got the visor. Let's flex, baby.
Man.
Baker Mayfield on the Chrome Creamsicle. One of the best quarterbacks in the league. Top 3 in passing yards. Top 3 in passing touchdowns. Pro Bowler. Division winner. Tough son of a gun. Awesome Chrome Speed Flex. In the ballpark of $1,500 in value. Could be a little less. Could be a little more. Ballpark estimate. Tom Kozich got it for $96.
It's a beautiful thing.
How about it, Tom? Baker Mayfield, Chrome Speed Flex. That is a beauty. The Bake Show, man. Terrific lid with the silver face mask, the silver visor. That's how you do, Tom. Out here sniping in the break room with the Bake Show. Very cool. And that was the second spot. Raymond says you're welcome for the box. Yes, indeed. Great job, Tom Kozich.
Jeff August is smiling somewhere. He loves box 10.
He does love box 10. It's the Jordan Love box. Jeff calls box 4, box 10, box 1, or box 30. Or 35. It's a 35 box series, right? Yeah, boy, says Tom. Thanks, Raymond and fellas. You're welcome. You are very welcome, my man. Congrats on your Baker Mayfield. That is absolutely terrific right there. What do you think, Alex? Hit of the show, Baker Mayfield or the Justin Jefferson?
Brian Urlacher, no.
Brian, that's a good one.
It's Baker Mayfield.
I think I might do the Urlacher in the video just to say that a customer got it with one spot in the NFC North.
Yep.
All right. You like the orange over the purple, or just because it's a quarterback, or black and blue? Because it's almost nothing on that Jettas, right?
No, I like the purple better, but because of the other reasonings.
Okay. A beautiful helmet, too. The creamsicle chrome. All aboard the Bake Show here. Nothing like coming in from yard work.
There you go.
Back from the yard, back in the winner's circle. That a boy, Tom Kozich. That is what I'm talking about, Tom. Incredible Baker Mayfield chrome. It is super duper nice. Tom likes the purple better. Okay. So I also like the purple better, but the creamsicle though as well, Alex. Can I cop out and say tie? These are so good. Both of these helmets are so good. What do you guys think? The purple Jettas chrome or the Baker Mayfield orange chrome with the creamsicle as well? Creamsicle look to it. The Bucks lost a lot in the creamsicle days, but those helmets are just stunning, man. Stunning lids for sure for the Bucks. So I'll do that wheel spin in 2 minutes here. I'll give you guys a last call. And we'll go to at least 5, Alex. If we're like 1 to go or 2 to go, I can keep going. But if we're still 3 to go in the jerseys or the minis, that'll be it for the show. Keep in mind, mini headliners left. Joe Montana, Kurt Warner, Jamar Chase, Roger Staubach, Troy Polamalu, Luke Kuechly, Jordy Nelson. So most of the photo headliners left. Jerseys, 4 boxes left. There is that Jamar Chase jersey as the only photo headliner left. So these 2 breaks could happen before we go for the 6 p.m. show. Probably the next best better to break, I would say, is the Diamond Double, Alex. Being 5 to go. We pulled the Mayfield Chrome, but the Slate Speed Flex, Josh Allen still left. The Bo Nix Flex, the Kurt Warner, the Saquon, the Steve Young Flex, the Jettas Winter Warrior, the Marshall Faulk Rave. And how about this Derrick Henry helmet? This is one that I've got my personal eyes on, Alex. Cannot wait to see that King Derrick Henry.
Yeah, and the diamonds, that's the best helmet. In the vault, it's the Josh Allen. Those are probably the two best helmets overall in the room.
Agreed.
And if you like Baker Mayfield, go to the half and half.
Uh-huh. Yeah, if you missed out on Baker Mayfield, we have the sick lid and the half and half as well for the Bake Show. A very, very clean rip speed flex. And of course, like Alex said, Josh Allen speed flex, 10 boxes left. No brainer on that Chrome Flex and that vault break. So wheel spin coming up. We did, I believe, actually no vaults and only one half and half double, huh? Mm-hmm. That Henry's insane, says Tom. Could not agree more, man. It is very, very much insane. So wheel spin, top name after 6 clicks gets a bonus gift card and a wheel spin. 5 and 6, it is, of course, Scott Deans. So, Scott, let us know what number you want to start on, sir. Otherwise, we'll start you on 1. Whatever this wheel lands on, that's the amount you get in a gift card. I know Scott knows the drill by now. Let us know, Mr. Deans. What do we get to order into?
One spot into the minis.
So, minis are 2 to go. Let's get that mini break done before Alex and I go for the rest of our nights. Back to volleyball this week, Alex.
There you go.
We had back-to-back buys the last 2 weeks.
Still winless?
We won a game a few weeks ago, but it is the best of 5, so we're still winless on this session. We won last session. There was a bunch of high school girls that signed up, and I will say, I think only one actually was from the volleyball team. So, in case you don't know, I play rec volleyball Wednesday nights. It's a co-ed league, 3 guys, 3 girls a team. Most people in their 20s and 30s. Our team has me as the only guy and 5 women, and 3 of them are 50 and over, Alex. So that sums up our roster. We have fun, though, while we do it. Of course. It's not beach volleyball. It's indoor volleyball, Tom. I get a little bit of a workout, spike down some balls, get that aggression out. Definitely a fun time. Would be a little bit more fun if my team was better. I'll leave it at that. So, got that wheel pulled up. I am not seeing Scott in the chat. So I will start you on 1, Scott. Good luck, my man, on your wheel spin here. All right, Scott, pretty good, my man. That is $83. $83 gift card headed home to Scott Deans here. Started beach volleyball last week. It's fun to get out there. Yeah, man. Look, I was a basketball and a soccer player growing up, Tom. I never really played volleyball except for gym class, but my fiance is a volleyball player. She invited me to her volleyball league, and it's been definitely a lot of fun. A lot of fun, to say the least. So $83 for Scott. Let me check our orders here. Aaron did get in that mini break. It is $4.58. Let's get 1 mini done before we go. There's 2 spots to go. We are right there. Somebody close this up. Otherwise, you got to wait till 6 p.m. here. Let's get this mini double closed up. I don't want to be here at, 5:05 or 1 spot to go. And, let's get this done in the next 2 minutes, Alex. Let's not make it awkward. 1 more mini double before we go. With actually, I think almost every headliner is left. The only headliners that we've actually pulled, I believe, are Ray Lewis and Jim Kelly and Lawrence Taylor. That's it. So vast majority of the headliners still out there.
Yep. Otherwise, it'll be a great pre-fill for the guys tonight. I just ran into the other Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky's going Alex 1, Alex 2. We got Alex 3.
Well, you're Alex 1 because you're the first Alex.
I am the first Alex.
All right. So I played lacrosse when it wasn't as popular, but softball and volleyball is where I'm at now. There we go. I found out Mike is in a softball league too.
Of course.
So
Colin, Mike.
Are you in any leagues?
No, I'm not in any leagues.
I need to get in a basketball league. Would help me cut some much needed weight. That's probably my best sport. As a kid, it was soccer, but I played indoor soccer a few weeks ago at this birthday party for, my fiance's cousin, where her little kids played. And indoor soccer, even indoor, it could be exhausting.
Oh, yeah.
Soccer is a tough sport, but I'd play either indoor soccer or basketball if it were up to me.
I was probably better at baseball and football, but I liked basketball more.
Yeah, basketball's fun. We still got to do that 2-on-2 matchup.
Oh, man.
You and I versus Steven and Colin. It's going down, man. So mini break, 2 to go. Double up, Kurt Warner, Joe Montana, 2 minis, 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks in the NFC West spot. Double up with Troy Polamalu, Jamar Chase in the AFC North, Roger Staubach, Hall of Fame quarterback. We got Luke Kuechly, future Hall of Fame linebacker, and then Jordy Nelson in that mini break. So it is 5 o'clock. So we did do the wheel spin. I'm going to split it down the middle. Let's go 5:03. I'm not going to go all the way to 5:05. This break must be closed at 5:03. If it's 1 to go, we'll leave it for Dom and Steven. So you guys got 3 minutes. Get that mini double closed up, or the jersey, or any break for that matter. Any break closes by 5:03, we'll run it. It was 83, Alex, if you're looking for Scott Deans. 83 on that gift card. Getting back outside. See you guys later, says Tom. Going for the Allen tonight. Yeah, you better hurry. I would say be back at 6 o'clock sharp because word on the street, our marketing team's going to preview that Vault series too, Alex. So I think people will all recognize that Josh Allen is left for the show tonight. So couple more minutes. Last call for that mini double. Otherwise, Dom and Steven will knock it out early with the other Alex in here. He's going to probably get in there and click for the first time
There
today.
we go.
Alex Neatling. He's a big Lions fan.
He's got the Lions hat.
We completed the
NFC
trifecta.
North.
NFC North. Yeah,
The
we
whole
have
thing.
Ricky,
You got the quad.
Dom, you have the quad, Chinmay for the Packers, and then now we have a Lions fan, Alex Neatling. We almost hired the girl that was a Lions fan, but she ended up getting her old job back. She was laid off, and then she's like, no, they want me back. I'm like, rats. So we
It
have to
happens.
cover the NFC North with Alex Neatling. Did you know we played college football?
I think you said that, yeah.
Yeah, D1 at Benedictine.
There you go.
Played receiver and quarterback. So, final thoughts from you, Alex? Alex 1, the OG Alex here.
Solid day overall in the break room right now. These guys have consistently gone through each show, gotten some great items. Let's keep it up tonight. Let's keep Dom and Steven and Alex busy. It's weird saying my name in a different reference.
So
let's keep them busy. Let's get that the Josh Allen. Let's close up the black and blue so they can drop a 6 series.
yeah, let's do that. And I was going to say, I guess the 9 a.m. show, there was no Alex, but the tradition of Alex working continues throughout the day.
And pretty soon we're gonna have Alex's just every show.
That might be that might be the play, man. That might be the play here. So all right. So it is 5:02, about to be 5:03. I do have the Shopify up at the corner of my side. If something does close, we'll do it. It is 5:03. But otherwise, I'll start my closeout spiel. So again, I did give you guys 8 minutes since the last break.
Yeah, plenty of time.
That's plenty of time to knock out those 2 spots. So that'll be a pre-fill for the guys tonight. Great job, Alex, co-hosting, producing, as always. The best of job to the customers. We got the best customers in the business. They make this break room possible. They make it awesome. They make it fun. Without these guys, Alex, the break room is not the same. Shout out to the real people, our customers. You guys are the absolute best in the business. I will be back tonight in Thunderlord Frazier. There's definitely no Jamarcus Russell Raiders. I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint. Never had anyone ask for that except for Ronnie and
Never
Salako.
listen to anything Ronnie and Salako
Yes,
says.
but Alex, you're back on Tuesday? Tuesday at noon. I'll be back tomorrow night, usually on the night shows weekdays, but Wednesday's my one early day, so I'll be back tomorrow at 6 with Dom and Alex. It'll be Dom, Steven, and Alex tonight, but the whole crew's here every single day, 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time, guys, on the Ultimate Autographs YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook channels. As always, get those break spots on ultimateautographs.com. Have a great, great night, guys, and we'll see you soon.